Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how we can share our variables, resources and data across multiple forms in C#. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're in Visual Studios now and we have the form from the last video. If I click on the button, open another form, I want to perform a simple calculation and display the result here. But here's the trick. The calculation is not going to be performed on this form, it's going to be performed on my form 2. If you don't know how to create this form, go and look at the first video, I'm showing it there. I've already written some boilerplate code to keep the video short as possible. So let's take it from the top. I want in my form 1, once I click the form, the open another form button, I want to call, essentially I want to call the method in my form 2 class in my form 1 class. Okay, so if we go and take a look at our myform.cs2, we can see I've already written the boilerplate code. I have a public, very important public. If this is private, another class won't be able to see it. So public int result that's equal to 0, and then I just written a stupid method, public int calculate with a value, and I just times that value with 50. I return that value as well. So in my second form, I have an input text box and a go button. So once I click the go button, I want, well, let's first, so what I want to do is I want to take the value entered in this text box and use it in this calculation. But remember what I said, I want to call this calculation, and remember I can because it's publicly declared. I want to call this calculation in my form 1 class. So let's do that first. Forget about the result for now. Let's first go and call this calculate class. So let's go to our design in our form 1, click on the open another form button. And now you guys remember I need to create an instance of my second form. What's my second form's name? My form 2. My name, you can do it anything. New keyword and then my form 2 again. Alright, what I want to do, I want my name.show to be displayed. And then I want my name. I want to call a method, but this is a value returning method, so let's look at it like this. I result equals my name dot calculate. There's my public method. Calculate, what do I want? Okay, let's do it 50 for now. That's fine. And then my label result dot text equals I result to string. Okay, pretty simple. Let's see if it works. I start, open, and there is our calculation works. So I'm calling the method from my first form. I'm calling the method on my first form from my second form. I hope you guys understand that. So now what I want to do is I want to enter a number here and then click on the go button. And once I press on the go button, I want this form to close, and only then the calculation should be made. Okay. So let's go to our form 2CS. In my button event, I want my result to be equal to my text box 1.text. Okay, pretty simple. And then take a look at my order. I first saved the text box value in a variable, in the public variable, public. Remember the public. I first saved the public value and then I close the form. If I close the form before I save the value of my text box in my result variable, the calculation won't work, because you close the form, and once you close the form, the data is gone. Okay, so make sure that you save all of your files, all of your data in the relative variables before you close your form. Okay, so let's see if it works. Oh, okay, now I did something wrong. I never called this result method in my form 1. So remember, I want this value now. Okay, and just to show you, because I'm expecting an error, I'm not going to initialize it. So I want this result value to be the value to be calculated with. So I'm back in my form 1, and just the same way I called my calculate method, I'm now going to call my result variable, my name dot result. Okay, it's the same data type, should be fine. Let's start, open. Okay, but why did it already do a calculation? Okay, that's not right. Okay, So now I can go ahead and enter a number, but it won't execute. It won't take that number and perform the calculation. Now why is that? Well, if you take a look at the code, I showed my method or my form. Okay, and once this method is done, it went onto that line and went onto that line. It never stopped and waited for the user to input a value. That's why the calculation didn't perform. So what did I show you in the first video? Instead of show, you can use show dialog. Okay, so what this does, and I'll show you with the debugger now, this is going to wait. It's going to execute this method and then it's going to wait at this line 23. It's not going to go on because this form is still open. Once this form is closed, only then will it execute the lines below it. Okay, so let's start it. Open another form. As you can see, my result, there's nothing calculated yet. It's not 0 even. Anything go, and there is our answer now. Why? Because I closed the form and only then the calculations moved on. So I'm going to put in a break line at line 23 so you guys can see. And with the debugger, I'm going to say start debugging, open another form. Okay, we're on line 23 right now. There, displayed the form. As you can see, I can't access my form 1. 12, go, and it's going to, now I'm in my button event, stepping over it, the result is getting a value now, and now I'm closing my form. Okay, as you can see, it has not yet executed the lines below line 23. I'm still in line 23. Now when I click out, only then will my calculate function be calculated. And to string, and we have our result as 600. Okay, I hope this helps. Good luck.